Now let's continue with this crusade against these brainless dogs and their brainless owners. Dog lovers cannot envision life without dogs. Many of them are so addicted that they can't even go to the grocery store or anywhere without bringing their dog with them. They are inseparable from these ugly, goofy looking mutts. No different from how a crackhead cannot envision a day without crack. Inseparable from their drug of choice. A common trait among drug addicts is self-isolation. They become alienated from their family. They neglect their family. Likewise, when these dog lovers are going out for a daily walk, they are not walking with their children. They are not walking with their spouse. They are walking with their brainless, useless, dependent mutts. You do not see them spending quality time with their children at parks. Instead, they're at the dog park with their dogs. Every day, they get on Twitter, they get on Facebook, and they talk about how much they love dogs for hours, all day. But they do not have any groups where they talk about how much they love their own children or how important children in general are to the future. They're not talking about how cute their children are. They're talking about how cute dogs are. They are not posting random photos or making posts or tweets about their own children or children in general. They're making groups, posts, and tweets about mutts. On Twitter, as I mentioned before, you have hundreds to thousands of people who literally pretend to be a dog with a Twitter account. The aim is to make their followers view their tweets as if a dog is actually sending the tweets. They're not setting up Twitter accounts for their own children. They're not following their children around all day, taking pictures of their children to enhance their account. They're following their mutt around all day, taking pictures, admiring, worshiping the existence of their mutts. Speaking of worship, many of these mutt lovers are religious people. But rather than uploading photo after photo of scriptures or images of the figurehead of their religion, they upload photo after photo of their ugly, nasty looking, drooling, retarded looking mutt. Their religion only gets attention on Sunday, during specific hours of Sunday. Even on Sunday, or whichever day their religion worship day falls on, their religion has to share attention with their mutts. Many of them, while they are in church, synagogues, or mosques, are thinking about their worthless mutt. Whenever a drug addict is separated from their drug, they go into depression. Likewise, when a dog lover is separated from their dog, they go into depression. All they talk about is how they can't wait to get back home so that they can walk their dog, so that they can lick their dog and let their dog lick on them. They not only show more appreciation for the existence of their dogs, they will flat out tell you that they love dogs more than they love their own children and more than they love their own spouse. This is not some theory of mine, right? It's not only demonstrated in their behavior. These are actual confessions of mutt lovers. Right? Drug addicts do not care about how their addiction affects others. They will even steal from relatives to obtain drugs. Likewise, dog lovers do not care about their neighbors being disturbed by constant barking. They do not care that dogs bite over 2 million children per year and over 4.5 million people per year. No matter how many stories they hear of unprovoked dog attacks on people and children and infants who are left either dead or permanently disfigured, they don't care that their dog would take a shit on somebody else's property or take a shit in an area where human traffic is common. They don't care if you are a dog person or not. They will deliberately conceal the fact that they own a dog and that as soon as you walk through that door, that dog is going to pounce on you. They know that that is what their dog is going to do. And soon as you walk through the door, the dog jumps all over you. And they do nothing to stop the dog from doing it. Right? They'll bring their dogs into grocery stores, into restaurants, without a care in the world about who may be allergic or who may simply have a problem with it. They don't care that their mutt can contaminate the food with its dander. Once again, they bring their disgusting lifestyle into the public and they force it onto others without a care in the world. All they care about is that their dog is with them. Right? Drug addicts also tend to have bad hygiene. They don't care about taking baths or showers. They're too busy either getting high or looking for a way to get high. Their homes are filthy. If they have vehicles, their vehicles are filthy. All they care about is that drug. Likewise, dog lovers don't care that the dog is covered with traces of excrement, traces of urine. They will allow that dog to go anywhere in the home it wants. They will allow it on their bed. They will snuggle next to that shit and piss infested mutt. They don't care that the dog eats shit and drinks piss. They will allow it to lick them anywhere on their body, including their face, whenever it wants. All they care about is that they are with the dog and that the dog is showing them affection. So these are very nasty, dirty people with nasty, piss and shit infested vehicles, homes, and bodies. Stinking ass homes. Similar to a drug addict. You walk in a door and it stinks to high hell. Just like a goddamn mutt lover. You walk in there and it smells like a farm. They do not care. I believe many of them enjoy the smell of their mutt. The stronger the stench, the more they're satisfied. Drug habits are also expensive. Likewise, Dog lovers spend thousands of dollars on their mutts, and the only thing they get in return is a lick on the face. I saw one female say that she spent over $3,000 within the first 2 weeks of owning a dog. In their mind, it's worth it. A financial investment where no matter how much they invest, they will never have anything to show for it. It is a labor investment. The upkeep of these mutts is a chore. Many of them, I would say most, don't pick up their dog shit. But those who do, that is a chore, a disgusting job. But even having to take the dog outside and walk it so it can find a place to shit is a chore. They don't have to do that with their spouse. They don't have to do that with their children. Their spouse and their children handle that on their own. The dog enjoys a lifetime supply of free food and free shelter. And all the owner asks for in return is that the dog licks on them. What else does it do? People talk about protection, yet their homes are never broken into. Yet they live in areas where they don't have to worry about being protected. Yet they have husbands who can protect them. Yet they have guns that can protect them. These people are addicted to dog affection. Not from humans, not from their spouse, not from their children. They're addicted to affection from dogs, from dangerous, the ugliest, dumbest looking, most disgusting looking, disgusting acting, most dependent and worthless animal of all. A goofy looking, slobbering, stinking ass, shit eating mutt.